What's up guys, happy Mario 10 day. That's with the idea that I'm going to get this video out on March the 10th because I'm actually shooting it this morning. I've been waiting to do a video like this for a long time. As many of you know, if you're a long-term watcher of the channel, I'm a big Super Mario fan. It's really the first proper video game I ever played, so we'll go into a little bit of the history with that shortly. So I wanted to actually showcase some of my Super Mario Brothers collection, and it's mainly the games I own currently, and my ideas going forward for what I want to do to complete that sort of collection. And there'll be a few little extras here and there, you know, that you can see of Mario related paraphernalia, shall we say, sort of merchandise. It's not going to be the be all and end all of my collection because some stuff is probably still locked away at my parents', and other stuff's just darted around the house. I don't have a home for everything really, you know. I've got my nice lovely game corner that my wife put together for me, which is absolutely amazing, but obviously there's so much little things here and there that just don't fit where you want them to, so I'm going to dig a few things out. We'll go through some of the games I own. Obviously there's still a ton that I want to get over time, but yeah, and we'll talk about a few of the games as well. So let's roll straight to that now.
Right, so really I need to start with the original NES trilogy, which over the last couple of years I've managed to get complete in box and in pretty good condition, all being well, especially Super Mario Brothers 2. The actual outer plastic casing on this one, the case isn't great, but the sheer quality of the box, the manual, the cartridge, everything, absolutely perfect. Mario 3 again, got a great deal on that. I think it was the guy knocked it down from 30 to 20 quid for me at Revival a couple of years back, and it's even got like the Club Nintendo cards and everything inside that one, so that's in great nick. The Mario Brothers, not quite as good condition, but again I got that really cheap. I think it was under 20 again. It's great to have the original trilogy on there. And this is more of an embarrassing look is over to the Super Nintendo collection, because my label variants are of Super Mario World and Mario Kart, as you can see, are pretty battered, because trying to take off some of them stickers was ridiculous. I think I actually bought Mario Kart in that condition, so it's been drawn on, everything. These aren't my original copies of the games which I owned originally, which is a shame, but rebought recently. Well, I say recently, I think I still bought them best part of 20 years ago. Mario World picked up for all of £2.99 from Cash Converters, probably around 2001 time. Then obviously Mario All Stars, always worth having on the SNES. And one I picked up more recently, Yoshi's Island. I bought this from Retromania, Rudy, a couple of years back. So that's always good to have in the collection because that is a good game. Me and Tugboat originally rented them. They had 2 copies in our Choices video store, and we rented them as soon as they got released back in, I think it was early '96 when they came out in the UK, or it was about then by the time they hit the rental stores. So we played that a lot then, and I had it on the Game Boy Advance as well. Right, where do we move to next? So I don't have any N64 games because, well, I did own an N64, but again a lot later in it, you know, than it was popular. I bought one second-hand in about 2001, owned it for a couple of years and moved it along. It was not the console of nostalgia for me. Can't deny that Mario 64 is an amazing game, but we can come back to that one shortly. Over to the GameCube, again, never directly owned a GameCube. So, you know, only a little bit played Super Mario Sunshine. And obviously there was a lot of other Mario games on there. So, you know, I went through that PlayStation phase, PS1, PS2, and I lived with a guy who had a GameCube, so we played this game an awful lot. This is a reproduction case, although I do have the actual disc inside, just because I'd had a loose disc for so long and I wanted to home it, at least temporarily, in a reproduction case before I get another one. But the print's reasonable quality for that. If we move over to the DS, I guess would be next. So I've got just the 3 boxed games for the DS. New Super Mario Brothers, which was my actual reason for buying a DS. So that's my original copy of that, which is great. Came out in 2006. I actually treated myself to a DS Lite and that game, because I could just say it was the first 2D Mario game in 15 years or so. It was kind of a necessity for me to get that. So yeah, that's my original copy. Great game that it is. Need to play that again. Mario vs Donkey Kong, Mini Land Mayhem. I think that is the first of the DS games. Mario vs Donkey Kong is one in the Game Boy Advance I'd like to get as well. And then Super Princess Peach. which I'm yet to play, and I only picked that up recently, again from Retromania. It's more for my wife and daughter to give a play, but obviously I'd love to give it a try at some point anyway. I've just realised I haven't actually got my loose Game Boy Advance cartridges out, but I don't actually own that many anymore. I did trade a lot in, especially when I got the Ambassador program for the 3DS that came with a lot of cool Game Boy Advance games in the Mario series. So I guess we move on to the Wii. We've got Mario Strikers Charge Football, which is a lot of fun, although I do prefer the GameCube original, because that was another one I used to play at uni with my mates a lot. So ideally I would like to get Mario Smash Football for the GameCube. I found this version to be a little bit annoying with the motion controls you had to do with the saving mechanic. It kind of like, if you weren't good at that, then you just kind of going to lose a game. It didn't matter how you played for the rest of it. Then we've got Mario Galaxy 1, 2. You know, there's not enough said about these games. They're both absolutely incredible. Although it's tough because Mario Odyssey is so great, that Galaxy 1 and 2 are quite possibly the best 3D Mario games. And obviously you can play Galaxy 1 on the Switch now, which is great for a lot of other people. New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, possibly my favourite of the New Super Mario Brothers games, actually. First one on a home console in God knows how long, again, probably since Mario World, I'm guessing I'm saying. So, you know, nearly, you know, best part of 20 years. That's crazy when you think about it, 15, 20 years. And then Super Paper Mario, actually really fun game. Haven't completed it, put a few hours in, need to go back to it, but probably would just start the game again, because, you know, it is what it is with them sort of games. It was obviously a change of scene for the series from Thousand Year Door on the GameCube, so a lot of fans, you know, don't hate it. It's a great game for what it is, but it's a lot more obviously 2D platforming style. It's less of an RPG. I guess we'll move on to the 3DS, which seems to have quite a lot of Mario games in the collection here. So Sticker Star. So again, we're going to talk about a Mario Paper Mario game that's probably not the most popular, but I've had quite a lot of fun playing with that when I picked that up a couple of years back. Mario and Luigi Dream Team Brothers. I got that really cheap from Argos, about £8 a few years back. It's the first Mario and Luigi game I played properly, and then I've been so lucky to be able to buy a couple more very cheap brand new as well. So Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Brothers, played through that game, really enjoyed that. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story I've not yet played, which I think is, if I remember right, that's a remake of a DS game, if I remember right. Who knows? I know that they've also re-released the original Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga game on the 3DS, which I'm hoping to get, but it's not dropped down in price because it was a late release in the 3DS line, and it's been tough to get hold of cheap, so I can imagine the price of that one rising a little bit. But it would be cool to own it, because I think there's only Partners in Time then, which I'd need to get on the DS to complete the Mario and Luigi sets, and I think the developers of that have gone under actually, so whether or not there'll be any more Mario and Luigi games coming out, or they'll get a new developer on them, who knows. Luigi's Mansion 2, great game. Some people don't like the coming in and out the mansion situation all the time. I think my mate Nero mentioned that. I didn't mind it at all, and I played this one more than I ever did the original, so it's not really an issue for me. Yoshi's New Island, yet to play this yet. Again, picked it up quite cheap during the later years of the 3DS, so it was quite cheap. Puzzle and Dragons and Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Edition. Again, not actually played it much. Actually, no, I haven't played that at all, thinking about it. I was just thinking, no, I haven't. Watched a few playthroughs, and it looks fun, and it'll be something I will put time into, but again, it's fine in that time. New Super Mario Brothers 2. Obviously, I mean, at this point, they were releasing a lot of these, and, you know, they're just more reskins, new levels. It's nothing, there's a lot of big coin mechanic in it, so you'd end up with 100 lives quite easily. Yeah, perfectly good game, but, you know, at that point, a lot of people had lost a bit of, you know, the novelty had worn off. But again, that was really the reason I bought a 3DS back in 2012, I think it was, because, you know, I just insisted on owning all the 2D Mario platformers. Super Mario 3D Land, that was one of the games I got again with my 3DS. I bought that with it. Great game. Really set new sort of style of gameplay, sort of linear levels, but 3D really, but with sort of more classic Mario platforming style. Good use of the 3D on that as well. Mario Kart 7, definitely up there with a few of my favourite Mario Karts of all time, along with Double Dash actually, because Double Dash is just full of great memories and great tracks. I guess we should move on to the Wii U. Didn't really put these in great order. Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi in a double pack. I only really bought this because I got New Super Mario Bros. U as a free download. Actually, when I bought my Wii U, there was a promotion on where you could get a free download, so that was just really great timing. But really wanted to own the physical version, and buying that one and Super Luigi U separate, although this is kind of cheating. This is all just on one disc, and if anything, you're probably actually downloading the second game anyway. But you know, it's nice to own a physical version of it as well. Super Smash Brothers. I mean, I bought this for the sake of it really at the time. I bought it on release day and didn't put a lot of time in, if I'm honest. I just can't get into the Super Smash Brothers games. Maybe it's the lack of patience I've got, but I'd say it's a good game in the series. From what I remember, I played Super Smash Brothers Melee a lot with friends, but still just friends, and I was never taking it seriously. But is what it is. You know, it's got its fans out there, definitely. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, such fun game. I actually got this before I got Mario 3D World, so I wasn't aware of the Captain Toad levels in Mario 3D World. But such a fun, clever game. I don't know how it turns onto the Switch, because there's certain sort of motion controls and touchscreen stuff that you kind of need to use in that one. But it came out on a 3DS as well, actually. Mario Kart 8 speaks for itself, doesn't it? Great game. You know, we put so much time into that, and people are still doing it now on the Switch. There's still a decent online community, I think, from what I've heard. Series pinnacle for a lot of people. We are due something new though, aren't we? Super Mario 3D World, again, more of a continuation of 3D Land, but had a lot of fun playing this with my wife, and I can imagine it's going to be one of the games I'll be playing with my kids and my wife when they're a little bit older. Doubtful I'm going to sort of double dip and get it on the Switch, even for the Bowser's Inside Story mode, unless I ever found it cheap, but you know these games never go cheap. Yoshi's Woolly World, very cute, quite easy to play, beautiful looking game. Probably shouldn't have put it in this list because it is really more of a spin-off, just like the other Yoshi's Island games, but that is what it is. So move on to the Switch. So Mario Kingdom Battle, Mario Rabbids. I haven't got into that game the way I want to, and I think if I actually put the time in, I'd really enjoy it. It's a popular game. First Mario game that came out on the Switch. My wife got this for me along with my Switch, which came with Mario Odyssey. Mario Maker 2. Oh, well, this is the ultimate game, really. And again, I've been playing the actual sort of story mode a fair bit because it's been quite fun just doing other levels rather than actually developing any levels for Mario Maker 2. I spent a fair bit of time on the first game, which we'll come to in a minute. But it's almost the ultimate game. Paper Mario Origami King. Put a bit of time into this again. I haven't finished it. You know, my time is very precious. It's difficult for me to sit and play through games fully now. But beautiful game, pretty funny story. A bit like a lot of the Mario RPGs. Again, people are wanting to go back to that original Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door style. But it's, you know, these games are what they are nowadays. Mario 3D All-Stars, you know, I own Mario 64 on the Wii U/Wii for download, and Galaxy, as you've seen, I already own that, but it's just kind of nice to have these in a set on the Switch, and nice to have Mario Sunshine as well, and I'm happy to pay that £40 for that. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, a lot of people said there weren't any bells and whistles with it, but there's 3 great games there that, you know, yes, Galaxy 2's missing for some reason, strange decision, maybe that's coming later, but, you know, get that while you can, because, you know, it's going to sell out, they're going to stop making it soon. Luigi's Mansion 3, yet to put a lot of time into this. I sound bad, there's a lot of these games I yet to put a lot of time in, but it's more the collector in me than the gamer these days. You know, time is of the essence, and you know, collecting's one thing, but playing the games and having time is another. But it's absolutely stunning looking game. People are saying it's the best of the 3 games. I'm hoping to pick up the original rather than the GameCube, just on the 3DS, just because it's just easier for me to pick up and play. Mario Odyssey. This is actually a what do we got? A pre-production box, because the Mario Odyssey Switch console that I received was just a download in it, which is unfortunate, but I get it's a money-saving thing for Nintendo. So for now, I have got a reproduction box just because I like to have that in my shelf. Obviously, the game's downloaded on my Switch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It kind of just was something I had to get because I don't know. I mean, I didn't need to get it, but it was just great to be able to play this on handheld properly. And obviously, the online's going to slowly move over to this. It's sold bucket loads, so it's the right decision for them to release it on that. It really was. You know, and the fact it's constantly in the top 10 of the charts all the time is a reason Nintendo aren't bothering making a sequel. You've got your Mario Kart Live, but I don't know how well that's done. That's more of a gimmick. And then we'll come to the top up here. We've got the original Super Mario Maker, which came with a lovely book as well, which I placed inside. And when that first came out, it was almost like a dream come true, because me and my friend Tugboat, when we were kids, we drew up a load of levels and worlds for a game, for a Super Mario World sequel, rather than the Yoshi's Island Mario World sequel we got. When we were 12 years old, 12 years old, we wanted to send it off to Nintendo, get our game made or whatnot, but never been able to dig out them old sheets of paper. They must have got chucked away years ago, so I wouldn't be able to remake our levels, unfortunately. Obviously Mario Maker 2's kind of taken over that for the ability of what you can do with hills and different weapons, so much more you can do. But the original Mario Maker was great at the time. It had everything I needed at the time. It was a breath of fresh air for gaming. Mario All Stars on the Wii comes with a nice soundtrack CD as well. It's literally just a ROM on a disc, but it's, obviously you can play it on the Switch now, on the SNES Online, but it was kind of nice at the time to be able to just plug this in and put it into a modern TV, play it on the Wii U now, and play Mario All Stars in a much easier connectivity way than dusting off the SNES and trying to get a good signal with that. So worth picking up when I did, because I think the price is rising on that box now. Mario World 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Luckily I just kept this, actually. It's a strange one. I did get rid of a lot of Game Boy Advance games and stuff when I was trying to fund other things, as you do as a kid. It's just kind of cool to still own that version of it. It's not particularly rare, although I've got the full box of manuals in great condition, but it's just nice to have that, especially with the condition of my SNES version. It's nice to have a legit version of the game, which was awesome to play in handheld mode when it came out. This particular cart I'll put in because this was my first ever cartridge to play Super Mario Bros. On. It came as part of a Nintendo set with the free games on that my friend had. First time I ever played Mario Bros. I think it was 1991. So obviously I repurchased this particular cartridge off eBay a couple of years back. I got it for like £7. It was really cheap, actually, for the games you're getting on there. For the nostalgia reason of owning that particular cart, it's pretty special to me. So very important I own that. And then I've just found some other random things here. So we've got a Mario pin badge set, and these were released alongside Mario Maker for the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers, I believe it was. That all came out around that sort of year, so that's kind of cool. Then we've got the Game & Watch Super Mario Brothers. I've actually been playing that on there. A lot of people have been buying this just for the collection. They've probably been keeping it in the box and everything. My wife found a plate stand to place this on, so my son's been quite enjoying this as well, because it's right sort of size for him to play on, and it controls quite well. The buttons being rubber is a little bit strange, so you're not going to get any speed runners on this, I don't think, but it's a nice design, nice gold piece of kit, and yeah, it's beautiful. Super Mario Brothers Power Up card game, which I've unwrapped but not had a chance to play with yet, because I think it's more 3 to 4 players, so it's finding the people. There's a Mario tin with some DS and Game Boy Advance loose games in. Like I say, I got rid of a lot of my GBA collection, which is a shame. I've got the Mario Brothers 3 in there, which is I think Mario Advance 4. Not a lot else as far as Mario goes anyway. What else we got? We've got a few books now. So let's start with this. It's the novel of the film, Super Mario Bros. Film, which I actually got, I'm guessing for like Christmas '93 or something. You know, it is what it is. It probably actually reads as a book better than the film does as far as the game goes. If you got the imagination, I know some pictures from the movie in there as well. But yeah, it probably reads better. I mean, I would have read that as a kid, but I've not touched it since. It's just something that I've kept. Probably quite rare, to be honest. I can't imagine there's been a lot of copies of that book sold, so not that I plan on getting rid of it, and I don't think I've seen it on eBay at all, but it is what it is. And then we have the Nintendo Adventure books, and these are the 3 that I owned as a kid. So they've been drawn in, but been rubbed out since, so they're very much usable again. A little while ago I did a video about these, about potentially wanting to find some more, but I think they'll be quite fun books to do with my children. You know, it's the adventure books where you read a bit of the story, then you have to make a decision or do a puzzle that helps you make that decision, skip to a different page, and then it's all over the place. But you know, they're quite, you know, for a kid they were quite difficult for you to actually be able to complete the game. You'd often get to the game over screen. So, you know, they are nice books to own, and I'm glad I've kept them in decent nick for my son and daughter to look at a later date. And then something recently I got, which was Super Mario Adventures, which, if I remember right, was a series of comics that was in Nintendo Power in the US that they've put into a graphic novel, basically, because obviously it was a weekly serial thing. So there's quite a few stories in here, but obviously enough that they follow on. The artwork's pretty hilarious, actually. So again, it's something more for my kids, and we can do story time with them. But it's yeah, you know, I picked it up for less than a tenner for, you know, paperback book. Quite happy with that. So yeah, this is, you know, as I've been doing this, I've realised there's a few things I've sort of missed that are in my collection. Like I found that there's another book that I did a reading, sort of Jack and Ori story thing for my son a couple of years back on YouTube, actually. That's in this collection, and there's going to be other things around the house that are Mario related that I haven't got here, but this is the actual game side of things. It's nice to see all the collection out, actually, because I've been waiting a long time to do this. So I just want to say thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed going through some of my games collection for Super Mario Bros. Tell me what your favourite Mario game is. Obviously I'll be doing updates of any new sort of Mario games I'll be picking up in the collection, because there's tons of the sports titles and spin-off ones that I'll be looking to get, and obviously trying to get the mainline box series, or obviously I want to get Mario World, Mario 64, and then Sunshine, and then from there on I've kind of sort of kept up to date, but obviously that'll always be kept up to date with you guys. Alright then, well, thank you for watching, and go play some Mario.